What is actually stopping you from success? That's the question that I want to pose to you today. And I've got 3 solutions. I think there's one major thing that's possibly stopping you from success. And I'm going to talk really personal for just a minute because there's something that's been stopping me from being at the level of success that I want to be at in my life. And it's just held me back for a really long time. And I wanted to talk about it quite openly and quite bluntly because you know what? Maybe you're facing very similar things. So here's a scenario. I sit down on a Monday and I set a list of all the things that I want to get done for that week. And so it might include things like producing videos like this, writing content, reaching out to clients, following up, spending family time, doing my church activities, and all these long lists of stuff that I need to do and different activities that I need to get done. So I put it all down. I put it in some kind of a notebook. I put it in my planner. And for years, it was like, well, some things went in a notebook and some things went in a planner and some things went here and there. And it was like a scatterbrain system. And then Monday would keep rolling forward, and then a few more things, and emails would come in, and I'd have other assignments and projects come in from different clients, and other things that would go on, and some things I would follow up on, some things I wouldn't follow up on, and it was just like kind of a hit or miss experience through the whole thing. And then Tuesday would come along and I would add more things to my list. And then Wednesday would come along, more things to my list. And then I wouldn't get them done. And then Thursday would come along and, then there's a huge pile of stuff. And now I'm starting to feel like super bad because I've got all these things that I've been working on and all these things that I've been doing, but I haven't gotten them all done yet. Right. And I'm starting to beat up on myself like, man, you're really behind. You're not accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. You're not doing the things that you want to do. And I'm now in this sense of guilt and frustration and sadness, and my productivity and my ability to create success keeps dropping lower and lower and lower and lower. And then Saturday comes, I scrap the whole list, I spend a bunch of time with my family, I feel rejuvenated. Sunday comes along, I have a great Sabbath day where I rest, recuperate, do some church things, do some spiritual things, recuperate some more. Monday comes along and I'm excited and ready to go again. And so off I go, and it just repeats all over the place. Now, what was the problem here? The challenge with what's going on there is that every single time I set a task or set a goal to do something and didn't do it, I was breaking a promise to myself. Now, I want you to think about that for just a moment. I was breaking a promise to myself, and every single time I did that, I lowered my confidence in myself, in my ability to get things done and to accomplish more things. And when I thought about growing and I thought about doing more things and I thought about reaching for bigger goals and dreams, I would think, I can't even get the stuff that, like, everything that I've got right now is overwhelming. I'm dropping the ball on a bunch of different stuff. I'm not getting the things done from one day to the next. I need to get doing. My to-do list is like 20 billion things long. And, so the thought of growing at significant levels and achieving major stuff made me kind of sad and kind of frustrated and kind of worried and concerned that, I was always behind, never good enough, never achieving. So I just wonder if you've ever felt like that. And if you haven't, then that's fine. It's just my thing, and I'm having a therapy session here with you today. But if you've ever felt that way, so you've ever felt like you're not good enough and you're behind because you're not keeping your commitments to yourself. In other words, to make like in short, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself that you can follow on tasks. Like another thing that I do, see if this pattern holds true for you. So I was working on a project the other day, right in the middle of it, and I got an email followed up by a phone call of someone who had an urgent thing for me to do. And it was really important. It was, in my ecclesiastical position, I deal with families and people who struggle and have, they're playing a game down there and one of the children just got whopped and now they're crying. Anyway, so I'll turn this way, then you don't have to see the crying baby. Okay, then you see my funny garden. All right, so anyway, so I get this call and they want me to do something right away. Now, at that point, I have a choice. I either stop what I'm doing and respond to their emergency and do what I'm asked, what they're asking me to do, and so I comply with their schedule. Or the other option is that I say, I'd love to do that, but I can't do it right now, and I postpone doing it. The problem is that I don't trust myself enough that if I postpone doing that, will I have the discipline and the system and the time management program to go back later and follow up on that thing and actually get it done? And so inside my brain, I'm thinking, well, I might not follow up on it. I might not get to it. And so I'd better just get it done right now. And then at least I know that it's done. But the problem is in doing that right now, I displaced other activities that I should have been doing to advance my goals forward. And thus that thing didn't get done on my list. And then the cycle just repeats. Does this sound familiar at all? Does this make sense to you at all? And so the cycle just keeps repeating where I'm never feeling like I'm caught up. I'm never feeling like I'm achieving the things that I need to achieve. And so I'm always feeling bad about myself and like I'm not doing what I should be doing. So if this sounds familiar to you, then I can tell you that there's probably an issue that you've got in creating higher levels of success in trusting yourself. And if that's the case, I've got 3 simple things that I want to recommend that you do that I think will be super useful for you. So number 1, the first thing is set aside time, 2 to 3 hours once a week to block out your schedule, right? So, and maybe before that, you have to make a commitment that you actually want to change this. So number 1, block out 2 to 3 hours to block out your schedule. So you look at every single day for a week and you say, okay, what do I need to do? And you're going to think about 3 different significant projects. And that's step number 2. When you block out your schedule, so first of all, schedule time to do this. Number 2, block out your time frames. And when you block out your time frames, you're going to look at 3 things. First of all, you're going to look at self-care or self-preservation or self-strengthening. It's like if I don't work out, by the way, I'm still all hot and sweaty. I've been on a run and I've been working out, and I wanted to just do this video for you real quick. So if I don't work out, then I know my muscles eventually get weaker, and my ability, my energy, my strength, my ability to accomplish stuff will lessen, and my ability to succeed will lessen. So I know for a fact that the most selfless thing that I can do is to do the selfish thing, purportedly the selfish thing, and take care of myself. I'm not talking about being selfish and only focusing on myself, but I am talking about when I look at my schedule in time for me to eat healthy, to exercise, to have strength and energy, to get enough sleep, and to take care of my mental and emotional well-being and put things in my life that are going to help me stay at my peak performance and my very, very best. So that's the first thing that goes into my schedule. Second thing that goes into my schedule are any commitments that I have made that I need to honor. So do I already have appointments? Have I already agreed to be somewhere, do something, have something? Like, for example, I know here in a couple weeks, I have an appointment to go give blood. Well, that needs to go on my schedule. I've made that commitment and I should honor that commitment. Years ago, I had such an interesting conversation with a guy who is a mentor of mine, incredibly successful business person and just an all-around fabulous person, a guy named Rick Sapio. And Rick said to me, he said, I have an accountability group. We meet once a week, and we've been doing this for like 15 years. And we just schedule this in. It's a commitment that we have. We just do it repeatedly. And so there's a commitment there that he's made to himself that he keeps, and he keeps with the other people. And so that's the second thing. What commitments have you already made to your family, to your friends, to neighbors, to things that are helping you to move forward? What have you already done that you're committed to and you need to stay committed to? So put those in your calendar. That's the second thing. The third thing then is to look at the number 1 project that you're working on to achieve your goals and your dreams. And then you need to schedule yourself time for that. So for example, right now I'm working on building out a brand new course for writers, freelance writers. And so I'm working on this course, and so I've got to look at my schedule and say, okay, I've got deadlines and requirements, and so I'm scheduling myself in time to do the videos, write the emails, put the resources together, build out the tools, do all those kinds of things, and I'm focusing on that priority. So step number 1 to have more trust in yourself and honor those commitments is to set aside time to book out your calendar, to schedule a calendar. Number 2, when you sit down to do your calendar, look at 3 important things: taking care of yourself, taking care of current commitments that you've already made, and scheduling time to build out your number 1 project, the thing that you're working on in terms of whatever your business, personal, whatever your major number 1 goal is or project is right now, you build that out. Number 3, the third thing, and this is really, really important, and that is daily review and revise sessions. So at the end of each day, you're going to have a list of things that you've blocked out in your day, and everything goes on your calendar in a day, and you can figure out the systems to use for this, but everything goes on your calendar for a day. And you're not going to do this perfectly. You're going to be bad at it at first. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to, an emergency, a real emergency is going to come up. A fake emergency is going to come up, and you're going to get sidetracked. The other day I was sitting right here in that chair right there, and I was working on a project, and I got a phone call. I should have ignored the phone call. I should have postponed it for 20 minutes, but I didn't. I took the call, and 3 hours later, I got off the call and had derailed my entire day. I should not have done that, right? But I did do it, and so at the end of the day, I had the opportunity to review and revise. And I looked at my calendar and said, okay, what did I do? What did I plan on doing? What actually happened? And now I get to revise. Do I need to take away some free time that I had to fill in the blank to do that project that I should have been doing while I was sitting in that chair, and instead took the phone call? So how am I going to adjust? How am I going to evaluate? And then I get to learn in my review and revise. I also get to learn, that's fascinating. Why did I take that call? Could I have handled that better? And I get to review in my mind what I could learn from that, how I could adjust, and how I could be more efficient and keep my promise to myself and trust and honor my commitment to myself more effectively in the future. And that's really what this is all about. It's not about time management. It's about trusting yourself, saying, look, if I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Again, you might not have this problem, but for years, this was a major issue for me and took a lot of work. And I'm still working on it to a large degree. I just told you about a time when in this very chair, I violated that and I had to regroup. So, we're not going to be perfect at all this stuff, but you can get so much better than you are right now. So this is my suggestion to you. Number 1 is if you're struggling to reach to higher levels and have the real success that you want to have, it could be, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be that you have a trust issue with yourself. And the way to solve that, one way to solve that is 3-part formula. 1, schedule out 2 to 3 hours every week to block out your time. Number 2, when you're blocking out your time, do personal care first. Take care of yourself. Then take care of commitments you've made to others. And then focus on what you need to do to move your major project, your major goals forward in your life. And then all the other stuff's going to kind of fall in between there. And then number 3, every day, take 10, 20 minutes and review and revise. So you might have things that have come up that you need to put in your schedule. You might have lessons that you've learned from dropping the ball. You might have experiences that you need to add on. Whatever it is, review and revise every single day. And if you're anything like me, if you follow that pattern, then in a relatively short period of time, you'll see, oh my goodness, I can trust myself. I can say, oh, I'll do that, put it on a calendar, follow up on it, and make it happen. And you'll have more commitment to yourself. You'll have more integrity. You'll have more sense of, oh, I can do that. You'll have greater confidence in yourself. And other people will sense that and have greater confidence in you as well. And you'll have more flexibility to reach for higher goals because you're like, oh, I totally can put that in my calendar and trust that I can get it done. Last word that I have for you, and that is avoid overwhelm. This is a big thing. When I started scheduling my time out, I was overwhelmed with all the stuff that I felt like I should do, needed to do, had to get caught up on, etc. And finally, I realized a lot of that stuff I didn't need to do. Some of the stuff I wanted to do. And I started buffering and putting a lot more transition time, meditation time, reevaluation time, logistical time, just moving from one place to another, one project to another. Things always tend to take a little bit longer than you think that they'll take. And so I just put in a lot of flex time. And man, that made a world of difference in feeling like I was overwhelmed and stressed. So hopefully this helps you out. If you're like me and you're working on trusting yourself more, then I think this will be super beneficial for you. No, it has been for me. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Bye now. Hello, my friend, Joshua Voswell here. I hope you really enjoyed that session. And I was wondering if you'd do 2 specific favors for me. Number 1, go ahead and find the subscribe button on this page and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future training, my best insights and secrets for helping you turn your writing skills into an amazing, incredible lifestyle. And this is why we're doing this. I'm doing this so that I can help you achieve the lifestyle of your dreams through your writing business. But that brings me to my second point, and that is, would you please share this with somebody else? Because gosh, we all know writers who are struggling, who are wondering where all the clients are, who are frustrated because they're not making the money that they want to make, or maybe they're confused and concerned that their writing skills aren't good enough. Well, you and I can bring some hope into their life by sharing these insights, these proven strategies and techniques that I share with you every single week, and give them some hope that they can do this and that they can achieve that lifestyle of their dreams. So go ahead and do that. Also, if you're somebody who has thought, well, gosh, I would love to have Joshua coach me and work with me personally. And if you're someone who thinks, I would love to have Joshua go through and critique my copy, or look at my marketing system and say, hey, how can I fix this and tweak this so that I get clients coming in automatically? Or maybe you've been writing for a while, you're at a plateau, and you're like, gosh, if I could just get some insights on how to move to the next level, I would love for Joshua to just look at all the stuff that I'm doing and help me through that process. Or maybe you've got a bunch of head trash going on and you're frustrated and confused, and it's just like, you can do this, but like, gosh, how do you move past yourself? Well, if you've ever had any of those thoughts, then I want to introduce you to Copywriter Marketer Coaching Program. And inside the coaching program, every single month, I get together with writers just like you and answer questions just like that. And you can send questions in advance, or you can jump on. It's a live call. We spend 2 full hours together. It's fully interactive video coaching, and we spend this time together as a group, and we talk about the things that matter most to you. And I give you my proven solutions and insights, not just stuff out of a program or out of a box, but customized for you right now, where you're at, so that you can take that and have success. Look, it's one thing to learn about step-by-step processes and patterns. It's another to have somebody literally look at your specific circumstances, situation, and dilemmas, and give you solutions that you can apply immediately to create the growth and the success that you want. And that is what Copywriter Marketer Coaching is all about. Inside the program, we look at 4 specific areas, because these are the areas that I've seen really matter most in terms of having success as a writer. First of all, we look at your persuasive writing skills. How do you get people to take action? Number 2, we look at automated marketing systems. How do you get clients to come to you hand in hand, ready to hire you and excited to work with you automatically, so you're not always running around trying to find clients and groveling for business? Number 3, we look at a winning mindset, because look, all the stuff that's going on inside of your head is affecting your business. So we look at courage and clarity and how to overcome personal procrastination and self-sabotage. And we look at the strategies and the proven processes for cleaning up your head and moving forward in life. And then finally, number 4, to kind of wrap it all together, we talk about and we focus on inside the coaching program, your fulfilling lifestyle. Because as I said before, you having a fulfilling lifestyle is what this is all about. And so we look at the tools, the strategies, the insights that you need to have to take your writing skills, the money you're going to make, and the time you're going to have, and turn that into a great fulfilling lifestyle that fulfills your hopes and your dreams, and walk you through all those kinds of things. So I invite you to go ahead. There's a button down below. You can check it out, hit the link, and see if it's not right for you. Get all the details on the coaching program and see if this isn't something that is exactly what you need right now in your career, in your business as a writer. Until then, my invitation for you is to go out there and live life to the fullest, fill your life with things that matter most, and have joy every single day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.